Hello once again, everyone. Bill Kelso along with the rest of the digital TV crew. It's Centennial Colts against the Humber Hawks in the 2022 OCAA Baseball Championship here on WeDigital.c Game 4 here at Bert Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. Going over the final instructions at home plate between the coaches and the umpires, and Centennial will be batting first. The Humber Hawks playing the home team in this one. Starting pitcher, Dalton Brownlee is the starting pitcher for the Humber Hawks. Will be getting his warm-up tosses in. Tall right-hander. Nathan Chard will be the starting pitcher for the Centennial Colts here in this afternoon's tilt. There's a look at the Centennial Colts batting lineup. Devin Bogdan, the right fielder, batting first. Shoya Hayes, left fielder, batting second. Josh Savoie, the catcher, is batting third. Brandon Turner, the third baseman, batting fourth. Batting fifth is the second baseman, Tajin O'Sullivan. Owen Nichols, the shortstop, will bat sixth. Batting seventh is the DH, Robert Salerno. Zachary Warden will bat eighth. The first baseman and the center fielder, Cameron James, is batting ninth for the Centennial Colts. Is again the starting pitcher for the Humber Hawks, Dalton Brownlee, wearing number 33. There's the defensive alignment. You've got Bathett playing behind the plate, Turner at first, Egerton at second, Boato at short, Brody at third, Lockwood in left, Groves is in center, White in right. And again, the starting pitcher, Dalton Brownlee, and he's just starting to get his warm-up tosses in. This game will be starting momentarily. Brownlee is 4-1 in the season, 28 strikeouts, with an ERA of 4.07, and he has walked 8. So I'm interested to see how this tall right-hander does here for the Humber Hawks as we get set to start this one. Hard throwing right-hander. He'll face Bogdan, Hayes, and Savoie. First three batters for the Centennial Colts here in this one. Just about ready to get underway, just momentarily. Got a little warmer here at the ballpark after we did the ball game this morning with the St. Clair Saints and the Fanshawe team, with the Saints winning that game 5-3. After being down 1-0. Gotten a little warmer, a clear blue sky, but it's still fairly windy. And this game is just ready to get underway. It will be Brownlee against Bogdan, the batter, the right fielder. First batter of the ball game, and this game is just set to get underway, and both teams looking forward to getting this one underway. Devin Bogdan, 5 for 20, 250 on the season. First pitch of the ball game underway is in for a strike. 0-1 the count to Bogdan. Shoya Hayes is on deck. The 0-1 pitch swung on. Line shot speared by the third baseman. That was Brody who made the play. One up and one down here in the first inning. So Shoya Hayes, that's how you pronounce the last name. The left fielder. Left-handed batter. Pitch is swung on and hit down the left field line. It is going to be a fair ball and a stand-up double for Hayes. So Hayes gets a double. Runner at second with one out. Going to bring up Josh Savoie. He's the catcher. Pitch in for a strike off the delivering of Brownlee. 0-1 the count to Savoie. Brandon Turner on deck. Runner at second, one out. just underway here at Lacoste Park. Curveball, good pitch, off speed. Count is 0-2. Runner at second again with Savoie here at the plate. Savoie is the catcher. Third baseman Brandon Turner awaits on deck. In the dirt. Did not get away from the catcher. Good play. 1-2 the count. One-two pitch on the way. Curveball, line shot. Pitcher dropped it. Now, did he do it intentionally? He'll go to first to get the runner. Call it a double play. They're calling it a double play. And they're certainly being questioned about it. Nevertheless, no runs, one hit, no errors. And we go to the bottom of the first inning, and there's certainly discussions going on here. Look at this again, maybe on the replay, if we can get another look. But there's certainly discussions going on. Nevertheless, we'll be right back right after these words.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
We are back underway, or just about to be, at the warm-up tosses as we come to the bottom of the first inning. Nathan Chard is the man on the mound, right-hander for the Centennial Colts. He'll face Lockwood, Bovado, and Murphy, where he'll be his first three batters for Humber. As we come to the bottom of the first inning, just about finishing his warm-up tosses. There's the batting order. As Murphy is the third batter, we talked about him, and then Jacob Turner at first is fourth. Dylan White, the right fielder, is fifth. Justin Groves, the center fielder, sixth. Ryan Brody, seventh. The third baseman batting eighth is the catcher, Tyrus Bath, and batting ninth, Caleb Eguren. Those are the nine batters, and now we get the defensive alignment. Savoie behind the plate, Warden at first, O'Sullivan at second, Nichols at short, Turner at third, Hasse in left, James in center, and Bogdan in right field. Of course, on the mound, Nathan Chard. Just finishing up his warm-up tosses. Bright, sunny afternoon here in Tecumseh. Look at his record. 3.2 innings pitched, 4 walks. It's a little wild. 3 strikeouts. Nice ERA, though, 1.91. So it was interesting to see how the right-hander does against the powerful Humber Hawks. Hawks, I believe, finished 17-1 on the season, tied with St. Clair. And they were in first place overall, right? So, yeah, it'll be interesting. See how he lines up. As mentioned, still a little bit windy, but the weather certainly warmed up a bit, and that's encouraging. It was a little frosty this morning. Yes, it was chilly. First batter, a left-handed batter. We have the right fielder, Hudson Lockwood, will step up. The first batter to face Nathan Chard. First pitch on the way. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Good pitch from Nathan Chard in his first delivery. $17 for 47 on the season, .362 batting average. Here's the 0-1 in the dirt and wild. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count to Lockwood. The 1-1 delivery. Chopped towards first. He's going to make the play. He'll get over there in time, just in time. Nice diving effort, but a good play by the first baseman for Centennial. That was Zachary Warden with a nice play. So David Boato, the shortstop. Where's number 12? Will be stepping up, a right-handed hitter. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of 1. Chart delivers. Good pitch, in for a strike, 0-1. He's pretty deliberate in his form. Pitches from the stretch, and the pitch. Nice pitch off speed. It's 0-2. 0-2 the count to Boato. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Hit softly to third. Long throw to first, and he gets him. Good play by the third baseman. So far, 2 nice fielding plays by the Colts. That was Turner who made the play. 2 up and 2 down. Look at this on the replay. Nice play by the third baseman. And got it over in time. 2 outs, and the batter is the DH, Aiden Murphy. Another right-handed hitter. 17 for 54 on the season with a home run. Gets the first offering. Curveball is inside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Murphy. Jacob Turner, first baseman, is on deck. Should Murphy get aboard? Here's the 1-0. Popped up but behind us. Broadcast location. I didn't feel like moving on it. 1-1 the count to Aiden Murphy. One pitch is low in the dirt. 2-1. So 2-1 the count on Murphy. Again, Murphy 17 for 54 on the season. So a 300-plus hitter. The 2-1 pitch is low again, make it 3-1. So the count runs to 3-1 on Murphy. Again with Turner on deck. Should Murphy get aboard? Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch. It's now count is full at 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him swinging. Strike 3. 3 up and 3 down for the Colts. No runs, no hits, and no errors. And the score at the end of 1. We are scoreless. We'll be back with more right after this.
child should learn how to swim, for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
Again, welcome back to Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh. Bill Kelso and the rest of the We-Digital TV crew. Hard-working crew that they are. As we come to the top of the second inning, scoreless at the end of one. Turner, O'Sullivan, and Nichols will be the first three scheduled batters for the Centennial Colts here in the top half of the second inning to face Dalton Brownlee. So the third baseman, Brandon Turner. Left-handed hitter. Turner stepping in against Brownlee. Turner 20 for 58 on the season, a nice .345 average and some power. Had 3 home runs this year. First pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count on Turner. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Swung on, hit to the first baseman. Flip to the pitcher. 1 up and 1 down in the Colts' second inning. Look at this on the replay. Nice play by the Humber Hawks. It's going to be Tayon O'Sullivan. Second baseman will bat here in the second inning with 1 down. Pitch is low, 1-0. 1-0 to O'Sullivan. Owen Nichols, the shortstop, is on deck. The right-handed hitting O'Sullivan. The 1-0 pitch is low and away, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count on O'Sullivan. Brownlee delivers. Up high, make it 3-0. So O'Sullivan has worked the count to 3-0. 1 out, nobody on, top of 2. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and he walked him. So the first walk of the afternoon given up by Brownlee will bring up Owen Nichols, the shortstop. Runner on first, and with 1 away. Again, another right-handed batter up at the plate. Runner on first, 1 out. Brownlee deals. Low and away, and it's his 5th straight ball. It's 1-0. I wonder if we'll see a bunt here. Let me just see. 1-0 the count. And the pitch is low, make it 2-0. Brownlee has thrown 6 straight balls. This may get concerning if it continues. For the staff of the Humber Hawks, 2-0 count. Brownlee delivers, and he goes low again. It's now 3-0. Gurin out for some words with Brownlee. He's thrown 7 straight balls. It's now 3-0 with a runner on first, 1 out here in the Centennial Colts second inning. The 3-0 pitch. He walked him. So it's 2 straight walks here in the second inning. And now I think the pitching coach is going to have a word with Brownlee now as well. 2 walks in the second inning with 1 out. And that's got the Hawks concerned. Colts are looking at the possible beginning of a rally, but now with 2 men aboard and only 1 out and a left-handed hitter coming up. The DH, Robert Salerno. So let's reset things. Runners at first and second, 1 out. And Salerno, the DH, up to the plate. As Brownlee has himself in a bit of a jam here in the second inning. His first pitch is swung on and hit into center field. It's drifting back, continuing to go back, but the catch, center fielder made the play. Runner will advance to third. The ball kept drifting out to center field. It's now first and third. As we get a look at this in the replay and look at the ball drifting to center field. But first and third for the first baseman, Zach Warden. 2 out, 2 on. Here in the top of 2. First pitch from Brownlee is low. It's 1-0. 1-0 the count to Warden. Right-handed hitting batter against the righty pitcher. Here's the 1-0. Off speed, fouled off the catcher's mask. It's now 1-1. 1-1 the count to Warden. Actually, it's Warden, Zachary Warden. One pitch on the way, curveball in for a strike. It's 1-2. 1-2 the count to Warden. Again, runners at first and third. One-two pitch on the way. Strike 3, got him swinging. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and the score as we come to the bottom of 2. We are scoreless at 0. We'll be right back right after these words.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
We are back at Lacoste Park. Scoreless here at the start of the second inning. About to come about here in Tecumseh. A little cool but breezy, Dave. Now it's sunny. No, not a cloud in the sky as the warm-up tosses are being finished. Humber Hawks will send up Jacob Turner, Dylan White, and Justin Grover to start the second inning. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here along the way. Here on we-digital.ca. Turner, the first baseman, will step up to the plate. Where's number 27? Here. Had a good season, batted .395, 17 for 43 with 2 home runs, so he has some power. So Turner against Chard. And the first offering from Chart is a curveball outside, 0-1, rather 1-0. 1-0 the count to Jacob Turner. The 1-0 pitch. Outside again, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count to Turner. And the pitch in the dirt low, make it 3-0. So the count has worked to 3-0. Chard retired the first 3 batters in the bottom half of the first inning for Centennial. The count now is 3-0. Pitch in for a strike. It's 3-1. 3-1 to Turner. Right fielder Dylan White awaits on deck. 3-1 pitch on the way. Curveball, swing and a miss. Make it 3-2. Chase the bad pitch. That was looking to be a ball. So the count is full on Jacob Turner. Chard sets and deals. Curveball. Guide 3. Call. He got him. His second consecutive strikeout. And he came from a 3-0 pitch from behind to get the strikeout. Good work so far by Chard, and he'll face the right fielder, Dylan White. 1 up and 1 down here in the Hawks' second inning. White, a stocky right fielder. Here's the first pitch. Off speed, but inside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Dylan White. Here's the 1-0. Up high, 2-0. 2-0 the count. Well, he went behind the first batter, 3-0. So let's see what he does here with a 2-0 count on White. Center fielder Justin Grover awaits on deck. The 2-0 pitch on the way is swung on and fouled off. It's 2-1. 2-1 the count to White. And Chard delivers inside corner. It's 2-2. Good pitch. So the count goes to 2-2 on White. Chard's looking for his 3rd consecutive strikeout. Let's see what happens here on the 2-2. White calls time. Two pitch on the way. Strike 3, got him. Got him swinging. That's 3 strikeouts in a row registered by Chard. An impressive performance so far by the right-hander. And he'll face a right-handed batter, Justin Grover. So Justin Grove steps up. He's the center fielder. As mentioned, 3 consecutive strikeouts registered by Chard. Pretty impressive. First pitch is low, 1-0. 1-0 the count on Grove. Third baseman Ryan Brody on deck for Humber. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Humber so far having trouble catching up with Chard's pitching. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit. Foul. Make it now 1-2. 1-2 the count on Grove. Chard delivers. Swung on, hit deep short. It's going to go off his arm. It's going to score that an infield single for Grove. First hit of the afternoon for the Humber Hawks. They got a runner on first. Actually, it's their first base runner, too. It's going to bring up Ryan Brody. So runner on first, 2 out, bottom of 2. As mentioned, first runner aboard for the Hawks here in this one. Again, another right-handed hitter. Quick throw to first. That's a pretty good move. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count on Brody. The catcher, Tyrus Bath, is on deck for Team Humber. Should Brody get aboard? The 1-1 in the dirt. Did he swing? What do we got here? Is that a balk? Okay, runner goes to second on the play. Count remains 0-1, I believe. On the scoreboard, it says 0-1. Yep. Runner at second. 2 out. Time has called. Runner on second, 2 out. Bottom of 2. Oh, 1 pitch on the way, swung on, stopped by the third baseman. Long throw to first. He is not going to get him. Throw to third and return, and he gets there safely. That was Grove, and now it's runners at first and third, the corners, with 2 out. Tough play for the third baseman to make. Good effort, but couldn't make the play. The ball was hit hard down the third side as we get a look at this on the replay. Not in time. And runners are now at the corners, first and third with 2 out. And it'll bring up the catcher, Tyrus Bath. Bath, another right-handed hitter at the plate for the Hawks. Chard in a bit of a jam. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Bath. Fouled away behind the screen. 1-1. Going out of play. 1-1 the count on Bath. The 1-1 pitch up high, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is outside. Runner goes to second uncontested. So a stolen base for Brody. So the Hawks have put runners at second and third with 2 out. Time called again. Count is 3-1. Pitcher taking his time. Chard deals. It's up high. He walked him. So Bath goes and gets aboard, and the bases are now loaded with 2 out here in the second inning. So Caleb Egerin steps up to the plate. Bases are loaded with 2 out. Chard in a jam. Good pitch. 0-1 the count. Strike call on Egerin. Egerin batted .213 on the season. Pitch is low. 1-1. 1-1 the count on Egerin. One and one the count. Bases loaded. 2 out. Bottom of second inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low again. Make it 2-1. So the count is now 2-1. Again, the bases are loaded. The 2-1 offering. Curveball outside. It goes to 3-1. Well, there's nowhere to put him. The count is 3-1. Bases are loaded. Big pitch coming up here. The 3-1 pitch. He walked him. And a run scores. That's the first run of the ball game. And the Hawks have taken a 1-0 lead. 2 straight walks. And we're going to have a discussion at the mound. Chard started off the inning with 2 straight strikeouts. Then gave up 2 singles and then now 2 walks. And then the Hawks now lead at 1-0. Again, after Chard retired the first 5 batters he faced. And we get to the top of the lineup. Hudson Lockwood, who grounded out the first, is the batter. Coming up for Humber. Umpire Kevin Johnston's going to break up the conference at the mound. Chard has thrown a lot of pitches in the last half of this second inning. Lockwood's a left-handed batter. And with the bases still loaded and 2 out here in the second, Hawks with a 1-0 lead. Look to extend that lead. First pitch. Outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1, the count to Lockwood. Lockwood, the left fielder. David Boato is on deck for the Hawks. The 0-1 on the way. Got a piece of it, but it's 0-2. So, Chard is ahead of the batter with 2 strikes. 0-2 the count. Bases loaded, 2 out, bottom of 2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Hit hard to second. Oh, he bobbled it and is not going to make the play. 2 runs are going to score. 1 runner goes flying to third base, and he's safe at third. And 2 runs score on the error to the second baseman. And now the Hawks lead it 3-0 with 2 runs coming in. It's going to be now runners at first and third. And things started so great here in the second inning for the Colts and pitcher Nathan Chard. And it's now 3-0, and the batter will be the shortstop, David Boato, who grounded out the third his first time up. Runners at first and third, 2 out, and it's now 3-0 for Humber. Chard delivers. Chop foul down the left side. Count 0-1 on Boato. The DH, Aiden Murphy, is on deck for the Hawks. And the pitch, curveball, strike 2. Good pitch, 0-2 the count on Boato. The 0-2 pitch is low and wide. Runner goes to second base uncontested. Runners are now at second and third. Pitcher needs to tie up his cleats. Count is 1-2. Runners at second and third, 2 out, bottom of 2. The 1-2 pitch on the way. It swung on and hit down the right side. Drifting foul and out of play. And so the count remains 1-2 on Boato. One-two pitch on the way. Chop towards third. This is going to be a tough play. Long throw to first. Did he get him? Yes, he did. Good play by the third baseman to retire the side, but not before 3 runs were scored. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and a score as we go to the top of the third. 3-0 for Humber. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
What can milk do? Well, it can turn you into a morning person. It can help fuel some pretty tough stuff. And it can definitely make cartoons funnier.
No, it can't.
Oh, well, it can have a little edge. But come on, even kiddies love it. It'll keep up with you at any age. It makes engines whir and creme brulee creamy. It's one of the easiest labels you'll ever read. And anything that makes this happen is pretty special. In fact, what can't milk do?
The first kiss. She's thinking about a million things, like should I lean in or let him? Do I close my eyes or open them? But for him, he's only thinking about one thing. Did she have peanut butter for lunch?
We are back at Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh, Ontario. Bill Kelso along with the rest of the We-Digital.ca people. Humber College leads at 3-0 as we come to the top of the third inning. Colts will bring up Cameron James, and then we go to the top of the lineup with Devin Bogdan and Shoya Hase, the batters for the Centennial Colts to face pitcher Dalton Brownlee. 3-0 Humber leads. Just getting ready to start the third inning. Humber has proven to be a team in the league not known to give up leads. They are 17-1 on the season. They get a lead, they're going to usually keep it. So the Colts find themselves in a hole. Actually, it came to my attention they've actually scored, or allowed rather, the fewest runs in the league. Cameron James, first pitch is a ball, 1-0 to count on James, the center fielder. The 1-0 pitch, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count. Brownlee has thrown a lot of pitches so far in this game, despite its earliness. Chop foul, count 2-1. 2-1 the count to James. Brownlee deals, swung on, hit sharply to short, but a nice pickup. Long throw to first, and he gets him. 1 up and 1 down on the play by Beota. I should say Boato makes the play at short. Nice play. 1 out. They'll bring up Devin Bogdan, the right fielder. Popped up the third his first time up. So he's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Brownlee deals. Good pitch, strike one. Good low strike pitch delivered by Brownlee. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Another good pitch. He off speed. Make it 0-2. 0-2 the count on Bogdan. Brownlee delivers low and away, make it 1-2. 1-2 the count on Bogdan. Brownlee delivers low and away, make it 2-2. It was close, but it's 2-2 the count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just got a piece. Count remains 2-2. Brownlee did walk 2 players or batters in the second inning. Has 1 strikeout so far in his first 2 1/3 innings pitched. Count now at 2-2. And the pitch, curveball, strike 3, call, got him. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Brownlee. 2 up and 2 down here in the Colts' third inning. We'll bring up the left fielder, Shoya Hase. Doubled up his first time up, the left-handed batter. Outside 1-0. 1-0 the count to Hase. Brownlee deals. Chop towards first, but foul. Count now 1-1. And the pitch in the dirt. 2-1. 2-1 the count to Hase. Catcher Josh Savoy is on deck. Should Hase get on board? Good pitch. Good play by the first baseman, too. That was speared off the ground. And it's 3 up and 3 down for the Colts on a good play by the first baseman, Turner. No runs, no hits, no errors. And the score as we come to the bottom of the third is 3-0 in favor of Humber. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
Mont's On Time Express has all of your delivery needs covered with a fleet of 50 vehicles, including cargo and sprinter vans, along with 24-foot straight trucks. It doesn't matter if the freight is big or small. Mont's On Time Express can guarantee safe and prompt delivery service throughout Canada and the United States. Licensed to broker freight throughout North America, Mont's On Time Express features same-day delivery service, along with a state-of-the-art dispatching system and live GPS tracking assistance. Mont's is fully insured and Canadian bonded and has certifications with FAST, CTAT, PIP, and SmartWay. Mont's On Time Express is open 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. To get your delivery moving, contact Mont's On Time Express at www.montsontime.ca or call toll-free at 877-250-8282.
No. I never smoked any. Sure, I smoked a bit. But it was more your mom who was into it. Pot grows naturally, but it won't help you grow as a person.
Talking cannabis with your teen can be learned. Download our free brochure.
You know what? Poison ivy grows naturally, but it's not good for you, is it?
Find the answers you need at drugfreekidscanada.org.
Back here at Lacoste Park, Bill Kelso, along with the rest of the cast of workers here at the Weed Digital TV. Getting set to start the bottom of the third inning. Aiden Murphy, Jacob Turner, and Dylan White are the batters coming up for Humber here in the bottom of the third, and they lead 3-0. Nathan Chard, the pitcher, had a tough last inning. Faced 8 batters and allowed the 3 runs. Here's Murphy, 17 for 54 in the season, batted .315. He's the DH here this afternoon. Did have 1 home run in the season. I always get a kick when the umpire does the plate. I made a comment one time when I was catching. I said, I don't know why you're doing that for. You don't call those corners anyways. And he was not amused. Guess they have a sense of humor. First pitch now on the way now to Turner. Hit hard but foul down the left side. Count is 0-1 to Turner. I should say Murphy. Jacob Turner is the next scheduled batter. So 0-1 count to Murphy. Struck out his first time up. In fact, the next 3 batters, including Murphy, struck out their first time up. So Murphy will be looking for revenge in this at-bat. Curveball is low. Count is 1-1. 1-1 the count to Murphy. The 1-1 pitch curve, low and away, make it 2-1. 2-1. 2-1 the count to Aiden Murphy. The 2-1 pitch curveball again, low and away, make it 3-1. And Chard not happy with that call. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hit hard, and it is fair ball down the line. This could be extra bases. Is he going to second? Yes, he is. And he goes in with a stand-up double for Aiden Murphy. Solid hit down the line delivered by Murphy. Good rip. And the Hawks have a runner at second with nobody out. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Going to bring up Jacob Turner, the first baseman. Runner at second, nobody out. Brownlee, Chard delivers, swing and a miss, 0-1. 0-1 the count on Turner, as mentioned a moment ago. Turner struck out as well his first time up. Time is called. Oh, 1-1 to Turner. Look at a wild throw to center field on a pickoff attempt, and trotting to third base is Murphy. An ill-advised play by Chard, and the second baseman wasn't expecting the toss. And a runner now at third with nobody out. Count still 0-1. The 0-1 pitch up high, it's 1-1. One and one the count. Curveball just got a piece of it. Where's Turner? Count now is 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is low. 2-2. 2-2 the count on Turner. Runner at third, nobody out. Hawks looking to extend their lead. They lead 3-0 now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit into center field in the sun. It's drifting back, and back. It's up against the fence. Runner will score easily. On his way to third is Turner. Here comes the throw, and he'll go in standing up. A stand-up triple for Turner, and the run scores. And it's now 4-0. Ball was well hit, but it was up hit high. And the center fielder lost track of it. Rolled right towards the fence, had trouble grabbing it. And the score now is 4-0, and it'll bring up Dylan White. And the Hawks have got a rally going on here in the third inning. Swing and a miss, 0-1 the count on White. It's the thing about the wind sometimes. The ball carries when you don't expect to, and it just whirls around. Pitch is low, look out. Catching it, catcher having trouble finding it. Fortunately, it bounced in front of him. May have hit the umpire as well. Count goes to 1-1. One on one the count. Hit into right field. They're going to make the runner will. So call that a sac fly and an RBI. And the score is 5-0. Should note that Kevin Johnson is the home plate umpire. Also used to be a hockey referee. Grove, who singled his first time up and scored. Base and one out. Drives it foul down the line. Had good distance, though, but it went foul. On one count. Chard delivers, swung on, hit hard. And a base hit to center field and grabbed nicely by the center. Would have gone for extra bases otherwise on the bounce. So a solid single by Grove. He's now 2 for 2 on the afternoon. And it's going to bring up Ryan Brody, the third baseman for the Hawks. So runner at first, 2 out. And they have a 5-0 lead here in the third inning. And we're going to get, let me see, are we need a pitcher change or just a conference? Here in the bottom of the third. Just see what happens here. The 5th hit of the afternoon in the third inning for the Humber Hawks. Umpire Kevin Johnston to break up the conference. Five nothing's our score. Runner at first for Ryan Brody. He singled his first time up and scored. And the pitch, curveball, signaled bunt, and he fouled it off. 1 out, 1 on. 1 strike to Brody. Tyrus Bath, the catcher, on deck. There goes the runner in the dirt. And the stolen base there for Grove. Runner now on second. That might take the bunt out of the hands of Brody. He may swing away here. With the count 1-1. Here is the 1-1. It's low. 2-1. 2-1 the count on Brody. The 2-1 pitch up high and tight. Big one. So Chard has worked the count to 3-1 on Brody. And he's clearly not pitching with the same bit of confidence he had in the first inning and 2/3 of work. Struggling here in the third, as he did in the bottom half of the second. Here's the pitch, a curveball, swing and a miss. Count goes to 3-2. So the count is full on Brody. Brody batted .341 on the season. He was 15 for 44. Here's the payoff pitch, curveball, hits the third, long throw to first, and he got him. Runner stays at second. 2 out here in the third, and it'll bring up the catcher, Tyrus Bath, who walked his first time up. So runner at second, 2 out, 5-0's our score. We're in the bottom of the third. And Chard trying to finish off the inning for the Colts with no further damage. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher. The runner does not advance. Catcher's been busy this inning. 1-0 the count. And the 1-0 pitch. Inside, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count to Bath. The 2-0 pitch is swung on and hit up in the air into left field. Drifting back and making the easy catch is the left fielder, Owen Nickel. And the side has retired, but 2 runs come aboard on 2 hits. And no errors. The score at the end of 3. It's 5-0 for Humber. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
Good evening, sir. Where are you coming from? I was just at a buddy's watching a game. Have you consumed any alcohol tonight? I had a couple beers. Thanks. Can I ask you to step out of the vehicle, please?
How many drinks does it take to impair your ability to drive safely? Having even just a few casual drinks can impair your driving ability to the point that you could lose your license for at least 3 days or more.
Hi, honey. Can you come pick me up?
Play it safe with alcohol. If you plan on drinking, don't plan on driving.
Welcome back to Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh, Ontario. Humber Hawks lead at 5-0 over the Centennial Colts, and the Colts batting here in the 4th inning. Savoy, Turner, and O'Sullivan, these 3 scheduled batters for the Colts from the offerings of Dalton Brownlee. Brownlee in 3 innings has allowed 1 hit and no runs. And he has struck out 2. Savoy landed into a double play his first time up. As we get set to start the top half of the 4th inning. So Savoy stepping up to the plate, the catcher. First pitch to Savoy is up high, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Savoy. Hit to short. Long throw to first. And he gets him. So Boyata makes the play at short. 1 up and 1 down. Will bring up the third baseman. Brandon Turner will step up. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. The left-handed batter will face the offerings of Dalton Brownlee. The first pitch, curveball is low, 1-0. One and oh the count to Turner. Called strike, 1-1. Caught the outside corner, so 1-1 the count to Turner. Curveball in for a strike. It's 1-2. Good pitch delivered by Brownlee. The 1-2 pitch is low, make it 2-2. He has retired the last 6 batters, is Brownlee. Two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He gets him. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Brownlee. 2 out. And he'll bring up the second baseman. Tajon O'Sullivan will step up to the plate. He walked his first time up. The first pitch from Brownlee is up high, 1-0. 1-0, the count on O'Sullivan. And the pitch is low, make it 2-0. 2-0, the count to O'Sullivan. 2 outs, nobody on. 5-0's our score. Chop to third slowly. Long throw to first, and he gets him. Great play by the third baseman. Ryan Brody, 3 up and 3 down in the 4th inning. The score as we come to the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-0 Humber. We'll be back with more right after this.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
Here in Tecumseh, Ontario, Bill Kelso along with you. As we get set to start the bottom with the Humber Hawks leading 5-0. Colts have only had the 1 hit. The Hawks so far have had 4, but 5 runs. And we have a new pitcher on the mound. It's number 2 for Centennial. So Riley Post is on the mound, a right-hander. So Caleb Egerin will lead off for Humber here in the bottom of the 4th inning, with the Hawks leading 5-0. And the first offering from Post is inside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count to Egerin. The 1-0 pitch. Make it 2-0. Lockwood is on deck for Humber. And then Boyoto. David Boato is going to be the third scheduled batter. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. Up high, make it 3-0. 3-0 to Egerin. Not how I would think pitcher Riley Post wanted to start this inning, go 3-0 on his first batter. The 3-0 pitch is up high. He walked him. So Egerin gets a walk. It's going to bring up Lockwood, who was safe on air, but brought in 2 runs his last time up. Right fielder Hudson Lockwood. Left-handed batter with a runner on first. Nobody out. Bottom of 4. Pitch is swung on and fouled down the right side. Counts 0-1. That's the first strike that Post has thrown. Egerin at first. The 0-1 count. Runner gets back to first. One on the way is low, but a good swing. Missed. Throw the second, and he is safe. Collision at second base and the shortstop. Shortstop up slowly. So Egerin is safe at second on the stolen base. The count is 0-2 on Lockwood. Runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the Hawks' 4th inning. And the pitch in the dirt. Catcher blocks it in front. Count is 1-2. One and two, the count on Lockwood. And the pitch. It's low, make it 2-2. Two and two, the count to Lockwood. Up high, pitch got away from him and make it 3-2, and the count is full. Full count on Lockwood, runner at second. Runner gets back. And the pitch swung on. First baseman made the play. He speared that one. A good play by the first baseman. A real good play off of Lockwood. Yeah, look at this on the replay. Good play. Bring up David Boyoto. Boyoto 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Runner at second with one out. Egerin at second. Pitch is low, 1-0. 1-0 the count on Boato. Runners chase back to second. The 1-0 pitch. In for a strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count on Boato. And the pitch in the dirt. Catcher blocked again in front. Runner does not advance. And the count's 2-1. 2-1. Post delivers. Swung on. It's going to be a base hit up the middle. Runner will score. And it's now 6-0 in favor of the Humber Hawks. Single on RBI as Egerin scores, and going to first base with the single is Boato. Runner at first, one out for the DH, Aiden Murphy. Murphy is 1 for 2 in the afternoon. He struck out his first time up, but doubled his last time up and scored. Again, just one out here in the bottom of 4. Murphy looking for another hit. Pitches outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Murphy. Murphy, the DH, here this afternoon. Jacob Turner, the first baseman, is on deck. Pitches up high, way up high. Make it 2-0. 2-0 the count on Murphy. The 2-0 pitch is low, make it 3-0. Post already has one walk here in the inning. Now he's worked the count to 3-0 on Murphy. Runner at first, one out. The Hawks lead at 6-0, and they look to their edge of their lead. Pitch is swung on and hit into left field. Making the play rather easily is the left fielder, Nichols. And there's 2 away as the runner did not advance. I'm going to bring up Jacob Turner. Turner has struck out and had a triple so far this afternoon. 1 for 2. Runner at first, 2 out. Bottom of 4, 6-0's our score. Post delivers. Good pitch. Counts 0-1 to Turner. Dylan White on deck for Humber if Turner can get aboard. 0-1 pitch on the way is outside, make it 1-1. 1-1 the count on Jacob Turner. And the pitch. Runner goes, and he is going to be safe at second base with a stolen base. Boato goes to second. Count is 2-1. Runner on second. 2 out. But a man in scoring position for the Hawks. 2-1 pitch. Make it 3-1. 3-1 to Turner. Pitcher resets. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on. Hit hard, but nicely played by the shortstop. Long throw to first, and he gets him. Good play by the shortstop. That was Salerno. And the side is retired. 1 run and 1 hit. It is 6-0 as we go to the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
Every child should learn how to swim for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life. Well, we are getting set to start the top half of the 5th inning. Humber College leads the Humber Hawks 6-0 over the Centennial Colts. Owen Nichols will lead things off. He was the player that made the nice play at the end of the inning. That's Salerno, who is actually the next batter. He's a DH. Nichols walked his first time up. Says he'll face off against Dalton Brownlee, who's still in the game for Humber, here in the top of the 5th. First pitch from Brownlee is swung on and fouled off the screen. A good rip. 0-1 the count to Nichols. The 0-1 pitch swung on, hit to short. Long throw to first, and you got him. The ball was high, but a nice stretch by the first baseman. So Boyoto with the play. Boyoto 6-3, 1 out. And he'll bring up the DH, Robert Salerno. So Robert Salerno, who had a sacrifice his first time up, 1 out. Nobody on, top of 5. Fastball is wide, it's 1-0. 1-0 the count to Salerno. Brownlee delivers. Again wide, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count. Zachary Worden is on deck for the Colts. The 2-0 pitch. 3-0. 3-0 the count.
And he walked them. 4 straight balls to Salerno. It was the first walk since the second inning given up by Brownlee. We'll bring up the first baseman, as mentioned, Zachary Worden, who struck out his first time up. Nine straight batters had been retired before the walk given up by Brownlee. Pitches away, make it ball 1, and 5 straight balls delivered by Brownlee, and they're going to have a quick conversation with Dalton Brownlee here in the top of the 5th inning, with the Hawks leading 6-0. He was a bit wild in inning number 2, has been strong since then, but now we've started off the top of the 5th, and he's gone a little wild again, throwing 5 straight balls after retiring the first batter on a ground out to short. Cameron James is on deck for Centennial. And the pitch. It's low. Make it 2-0. 2-0 the count on Worden. The 2-0 pitch is swung on and hit into shallow right field. It's going to drop for a hit. Runners will now stay at first and second on the flare out to right field. 1 out, 2 on, and it'll bring up. And the center fielder, Cameron James, will step up to the plate. James grounded out to short his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. First pitch from Brownlee is swung on. It's up in the air in the infield, drifting to the outfield, and it's going to drop in for a hit. And everybody is safe. Actually, they get him out at third. Wow, what a play. They got him out at third. It's a force out, but the ball had dropped. And there's 2 away here in the 5th. Good throw, right on the money. And they got him out at third. So it's now still first and second with 2 out for Devin Bogdan, who's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Line out the third and a strikeout. 2 on, 2 out. 6-0's our score. We're in the top of 5 with a 1-strike count to Bogdan. Curveball is low and away, make it 1-1. 1-1 to Devin Bogdan, the right fielder. Brownlee is going to reset on the mound. And the pitch. Chop foul. Count is 1-2. 1-2 the count on Bogdan. 2 on, 2 out. Top of 5. The 1-2 pitch went wide. It's 2-2. So the count goes to 2-2 on Bogdan. The 2-2 pitch. On the way. Is it going to drop in? No, the shortstop will make the play on a soft liner. And the side is retired. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. And the score as we come to the bottom of the 5th, it's 6-0 Humber. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
What can milk do? Well, it can turn you into a morning person. It can help fuel some pretty tough stuff. And it can definitely make cartoons funnier.
No, it can't.
Oh, well, it can have a little edge. But come on, even kiddies love it. It'll keep up with you at any age. It makes engines whir and creme brulee creamy. It's one of the easiest labels you'll ever read. And anything that makes this happen is pretty special. In fact, what can't milk do?
We are back at Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh, Ontario. Bill Kelso along with the rest of the cast here at We Digital Productions. But in this game here, 6-0 in favor of Humber as we get set to start the bottom half of the fifth inning. Finishing up the warm-up tosses is Riley Post. He will face Dylan White as his first batter. And then Justin Grove and Ryan Brody. Get set to start the bottom of the fifth inning. And Humber with a 6-0 lead. Warm-up toss is just finished, and we'll get this thing underway again. It's turned into a beautiful day, actually, at the ballpark, even though it's a bit windy. And we've talked about that throughout the casts, both in the first game earlier today and in this one. But it's definitely much warmer. We have a clear blue sky. The sun is out. And Dylan White will start things off here for Humber in the bottom half of their fifth inning. White is 0 for 1 officially, has a sacrifice and an RBI to his credit. The first offering from Post is swung on, hit towards third, and it's going to off the glove. And White gets the first base on the play. Going to bring up Justin Grove. Grove is 2 for 2 on the afternoon. 2 singles and a stolen base to his credit. Runner at first, nobody out, with Ryan Brody on deck. Hawks looking to add to their lead. Third baseman backed up on the play on that hit ball by White. Caused the error. I'm calling it an error. We'll have to see what the scoreboard says. Looks like they've scored an error. So nevertheless, again, our score 6-0. 1-0 count to Grove. Time is called. Throw to first. Keeping things honest here as we are in the bottom of the fifth inning. Runner at first, nobody out. As mentioned, Grove 2 for 2 so far. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. 1-1 to Grove. Post taking his time, and the pitch. Strike two call, 1-2 the count now on Grove. Two pitch on the way. It's in the dirt. Gets by the catcher. Runner will go to second. Is he going to go to third? Yes, he is. Here's a throw to third, and he is safe. So White goes all the way to third on the pass ball. And now there's a runner at third with nobody out. And the count 2-2 on Grove. Two pitch on the way. It's up high. Make it 3-2. So the count goes full. 3-2 on Grove. Runner at third. Nobody out. Bottom of 5. The 3-2 pitch is very low. Ball 4. He walked him. So Grove gets a walk. Now it's first and third with nobody out for Ryan Brody, the center fielder, who's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Brody with a single in the second, then he grounded out the third in the last inning. Second last inning. Inning number 3. Pitch is swung on and belted into left field for a single. That's going to bring in a run. Other runner will stop at second. That was Grove. Single and RBI, and it's now 7-0. And still nobody out, and it'll bring up the catcher, Tyrus Bath, who is 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He walked his first time up and flew out to left field. 7-0's our score. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the 5th. The pitch to Bath. In for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Bath. And the pitch. Curveball in the dirt. 1-1. 1-1 to Bath. The second baseman, Caleb Egerin, is on deck. Again, nobody out. 7-0's our score. Pitcher resetting. The 1-1 pitch, fouled hard off the screen. It's now 1-2. 1-2 the count on Bath. And the pitch up high. Runner going to third. Wild throw, but grabbed off by the third baseman. But a stolen base for Grove. It's now first and third. Still nobody out. And the count's 2-2 on Bath. 2-2 count. Post deals. It's into dirt. Good scoop by the catcher, but the runner going to second uncontested. That's Brady. Now it's second and third. Again, nobody out. And the count 3-2. Full count on Tyrus Bath. And the pitch. Popped up, but out of play. And the count stays at 3-2. Count is full on Tyrus Bath. Hanging in tough. And the pitch. Did he hit him? I think he did, but it would have walked him anyways. And he was going to go to first base. Bases are loaded with nobody out here in the fifth. And he'll bring up the second baseman, Caleb Egerin. Egerin has walked twice and has had a stolen base, has scored once. So he's looking for his first official time at the plate, and he's got the bases loaded here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pitch is in tight. 1-0. Fouled away. Counts now 1-1. One and one the count, nobody out. 7-0's our score. Pitch is low, make it 2-1. Should remind those who are viewing this contest that there is a mercy rule at the end of 5 innings of 10. So if you're up by 10, this game would be called. So the winning run right now is at first base. Look out up high and inside. Count now goes to 3-1. He has nowhere to put him. Bases loaded, nobody out. Strike two, the count now goes full. 3-2 the count, bases loaded. The 3-2 pitch on the way in the dirt, and he walked him, and the run scores. So now it's 8-0 with runners again, bases loaded. And let's see what happens here. The score is now 8-0, bases loaded, nobody out. And if the runner from second base should score, this game is over. There is the 10-run rule, as mentioned a moment ago. But the game has to go into the fifth inning. Right now we've got the bases loaded with nobody out. And to the top of the lineup, it's going to be Lockwood, Hudson Lockwood. Umpire Kevin Johnston is going to break up the meeting at the mound. So Lockwood, who is 0 for 3 on the afternoon but has an RBI, actually a couple of them, steps up with the bases jammed. And if he knocks in 2 runs, this game is over. Nobody out, bases loaded. And the first pitch is up high. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Getting a piece of it and falling it off is Lockwood. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count. Again, bases loaded. 8-0's our score. We're in the bottom of 5. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, make it 2-1. 2-1 the count. Two one on the way, swung on and hit into center field. Going back, and I think everybody's going to score. All the way to third. They just made it 10. And I believe this is the game it is. The Humber Hawks have knocked off the Centennial Colts 10-0 in a mercy rule here in the 5th inning. And this game, folks, is over. The final score, the Humber Hawks 10, the Centennial Colts 0. We're back with more baseball later on this afternoon. Thank you, folks.